Alright, it's time for episode 4 of the Pokemon Show, and this one looks like it's going to be pretty fun, because I got called out in the comment section of the last episode when I said there are not a lot of good Generation 5 Pokemon designs, and today we're going to be putting that one to the test. But first, for the Pokemon news segment of the video, if you have ever wanted Vaporwave Mr. Mime apparel, now is your time to grab it. Mr. Mime Dance Time Collection is available for a limited time at the Pokemon Center. Videotape, banana, palm tree. You go. Also, I'm going to go and plug my new channel. I have Verlisify's Hot Takes. So my political opinions, I've tried to drop them a few times on channel. People aren't really too down for that, so you can go to an exclusive channel where that will be the content that I go for. The next video is going to be something about the $15 minimum wage failing. I think that one's going to be pretty fun. Also, just kind of proves botting, dislikes, you know, like 90% of dislikes I get are fraudulent. Can't wait for YouTube to remove that feature. But now, here is how I plan on tackling the Generation 5 Pokedex. I'm going to scroll through, I'm going to add a page if I like one of the Pokemon, and then we're going to see how many we get at the end of it. But for starters, I despise Victini, one of my least favorite mythical Pokemon, but to be fair, I really don't like any mythical Pokemon except for Mew, Shaman, and maybe a few others. Like, yeah, not really that big of a thing for me. But when it also comes to the starter Pokemon, I don't like any of the Generation 5 starter Pokemon. When I saw the first couple of them, I was like, what is this Neopets garbage? And then all the evolutions just really disappointed me. You know, Servine. It actually just feels like it has a really sad life because its arms and legs are shrinking, and then it loses them completely to become a snake. Now, I have used Serperior. I like Serperior as a competitive Pokemon because you can pull some shenanigans with Contrary Leaf Storm and have a lot of fun with it, but I don't like its design, you know? So when it comes to like the first 10 Pokemon, no good. Patrat, Watchog. I also really didn't like any of these Pokemon Generation 5 as well. It was not fun for me, and here's like a big reason why I really don't like Generation 5, is because as I was playing it, at no point did I feel like I was playing Pokemon because you are forced into the Generation 5 only Pokedex, and as I went through, I went, wow, none of these are Pokemon. As for the dog, Lillipup, Herdier, Stoutland, again, I wasn't really sold by any of that. I'm just like, standard dog that doesn't really feel like it adds anything to Pokemon. And then same going into the evolution. I appreciate Stoutland because it does pull some shenanigans, again in competitive, but not a Pokemon for me. Purloin, Liepard, like effectively it felt like I was playing a knockoff Pokemon game. They were trying to just make lesser Gen 1 Pokemon, and it didn't really go too well. None of the Pan Pokemon, so I mean, how far in on the Dex are we? So Unova Dex makes it easy because it's actually the amount. So 22 in, not a single Pokemon I enjoy, and it doesn't get any better with Munna and Musharna. I don't want Dream Fetuses in my Pokemon game, and good, they still have this. I love that that's the anime appearance. What is that, guys? Generation 5 fans, can you explain and or defend this one to me? Nothing. You know, that's what I mean. The whole thing is just a massive suspension of disbelief with the story. The storyline of, like, the freeing the Pokemon and stuff, that completely goes against the spirit of Pokemon as well. That the idea of being a Pokemon trainer is that the entire time, you know you are being fair to your Pokemon. It's always been expressed through the rivals when it doesn't seem like they treat their Pokemon well enough. Gary, or Blue, switches out his Pokemon the first one. Silver just talks about Pokemon being tools for power, but then eventually learns that friendship is what builds power in Pokemon. I think that's also a theme in Generation 1. The theme has always been there. So what I really don't like about Generation 5 is they make a really bad story that dumbs it down to the kids, and it's like, oh, you didn't understand this? It's bad. Nah. Wasn't having it for any of that. Pidove, Tranquil, Unfezant. Again, they just didn't make any impact in my life. Unfezant as a final evolution didn't really mean anything. Tranquil, I actually forget it exists sometimes. And Pidove, I guess Pidove is alright. We got a pigeon Pokemon. It fits in since we have a lot of other regional birds. Maybe 0.5 of a Pokemon out of a top 10. Blitzel, Zebstrika. I didn't like the idea of having electric zebras. Didn't really sell it for me. These things are an abomination. These things are an abomination. Excadrill's alright. And let me take a look at Audino. because I've used Audino, and I'm trying to think, is it one of those things where Audino is a competitive Pokemon that I've grown appreciation for, or it's fine. Actually, you know what? I like that. Even though it's a knockoff Chansey, because everything in Generation 5 is a knockoff, Audino is fun and fair, and I feel like if it was introduced in Generation 6 or 7, I would appreciate it. So that's another thing. That's a big problem I feel as well, that a lot of the Pokemon in Unova, and if they're good at all, they struggle because they're stuck around all of these other bad Pokemon, and it just brings everything down. These guys are an abomination. Timber, Girder, Conkeldurr, as people call it. Nothing about this. Nope. See, when people try to defend Generation 5, do they forget how many bad Pokemon there are? Where you just get, like, this whole run right here is terrible. Temple, you guys really, they really be people out there defending this, huh? Really? Again, like, when I saw these things popping up in my world, I was like, and now I'm out. I don't like it. Sock and Throw, didn't like them. I think I ended up using Sock because I needed an over-leveled fighting Pokemon. I caught like a high-level one or something. It was just out of necessity. I didn't want it, but it was kind of neat to use, but I still don't like it at all. If you guys saw my 50 reasons to upset a Pokemon fan video, one of my favorite things in that one was like, I don't like your clothes, fatty, or baldy. I don't like your clothes, baldy. I don't like your clothes, skinny. I like your clothes, punchy. I thought that was a pretty good line. I thought that was a moment of brilliance for me. So I also wasn't really a fan of the bugs, both bugs even. Seems like they tried to do a force split evolutionary line to again copy off of Generation 1. Nothing really unique or interesting there. A lot of people, I will acknowledge, a lot of people like Scolipede. I was never just on it, you know, I didn't really care too much. Cottonee, Whimsicott, kind of like Jumpluff, Hip Hop, Hop Hip, and all that. I don't have anything against Whimsicott. Used it enough to where it kind of fits. Actually, the more I look at its design like this, I'm like, does that fit as a Pokemon? Could we have gotten something that does the exact same as Whimsicott and not look like that? Because I think the hair overstyles it too much, and then when you look at a naked Whimsicott, there's actually nothing to it. Nah, let's take that point away. So yeah, where are we? We are 53 deep in the decks, and we are sitting at 3, kinda. Wasn't a fan of Petalil, Lilligant. These are kind of nothing Pokemon. Basculin, the most forced water fish I've ever seen. How did I feel? Did I like Krokorok? I remember using it because you just go to the desert, you grab a ground-type Pokemon, and then the electric-type gym is free, which made Black and White super easy. You found the weakness for the gym in the route before the gym, and then there was usually a nurse on that route, so you can just infinitely train there and grind it up. Yeah, I'm getting Donkey Kong Country vibes. You know, I'll take it. But I wasn't ever a big fan of Crocodile. I feel like then it just kind of got like over the top. Feels like a weird kind of Garchomp attempt. And also its nose looks like yeah. You know, we don't talk about that unless we want to get demonetized. This was a complete failure in my eyes. All the Darmanitan, Darumaka, no bueno. Maractus, no. Dwebble Crustle, no. Big no. This thing was busted, though. It felt like Sigilif was, like, just stronger than any of the other Pokemon that I went up against. Like, when one of the trainers had, like, just a Sigilif and it was over-leveled or something. I don't remember it exactly, but I grinded in the desert for, like, an hour to get one. And then it was alright. Like, it was just, like, a wall of stats kind of early on in the game, and it had a pretty solid typing. Yamask, Cofagrigus. I mean, I like Cofagrigus as a competitive Pokemon, but this is one of the worst things that Game Freak has ever done. Like, why? Why do we have a coffin with Mr. Grabby Hands and creepy face? Like, what does it do? And also, the lore behind Yamask gets me as well. It's like, it's a face human dead person thing, crying sad. I think if they wanted, like, I don't think we needed a mummy Pokemon. Like, if they wanted to do a mummy Pokemon, whatever. But, like, I get what they're going for. I get that there is, like, influence here, but I just don't think that it needed to happen in Pokemon, and I didn't like it. Tortuga, Caracosta, Arcan, Archeops. I like Archeops. I'll give Game Freak that one. Can I, like, minus points? Because Trubbish and Garbodor exist? Bipedov. I don't mean that, like, literally, but I'm just saying, like, really? Zorua, Zoroark are, like, the only good... Like, I'm pretty sure Zaru and Zoroark are the only good evolutionary line in Generation 5, except for maybe the Chandelure line. Minchino, Chinchino, these guys work. I'll give it that. But I mean, like, it works, that doesn't mean it's good. But these classify as Pokemon to me. I will take you. Abominations all the way down for quite some time. I don't know, I just hovered a lot right there. But yeah, Abominations for a while. Ducklet, Swanna, Ice Cream. But no, the Castelia Cone was inspired, so Ice Cream exists because of this Pokemon in the Pokemon world. Shut up. I don't think Sawsbuck is a well-executed deer Pokemon. I won't say Stantler's a good Pokemon either, but Game Freak needs to try again. This was an interesting evolutionary line thing with what they did with like Carablast, Escavalier, and the other ones, but I don't think it really worked out too well. I still think Fungus and Amoonguss look dumb, and what Amoonguss has done to the competitive scene makes me sad. So that's a thing. We have knockoff Love Disc, so that's a thing. Love Disc is borderline, and then that's just like, I understand Sunfish is kind of a cool idea, but they've made it like the way they did. I don't understand why. I like Jellicent. I think Spooky Ghost, like the Pokedex entry for Jellicent is pretty dope. I like Ghost type Pokemon, which is why Cofagrigus could have had some points. But yeah, the fate of ships and crew that wandered in Jellicent's habitat, all sunken, all lost, all vanished. That's dope AF. I'll take that. That's pretty cool. And I like the idea. Like, they could have just done a jellyfish, but they wanted to kind of like throw in some ghosts with it, and now it's just like, those things will wipe you out. That's pretty nuts. Joltik, Galvantula. Wasn't a fan of Joltik at all. Ferroseed, Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn's like the worst thing to happen to competitive Pokemon. Everything needs Hidden Power Fire now. Abomination. So, I mean, the thing is, if I was to make, you know, top 10 worst Pokemon, which I have done in the past, way too many Gen 5 Pokemon on that. Like, it's either Abomination, bad, or good. Like, that's kind of it. This is a nothing Pokemon. Much like Temple, why does this even exist? It's a nothing. I didn't like Electric or Eelektross too much. Alien Pokemon, little weirdly done. I like Lampent, Chandelure, and I'll take Litwick, you know. If I like, you know, small, tiny ghost Pokemon, it's a Ghost Candle. It's alright. It's alright. So we've got Axew, Fracture, Haxorus. Didn't like the trio for this one. Cubchoo, Beartic. Wasn't really sold. Cragonal, Shelmet, Excelgor. How many no buenos do we get? Really didn't like this. I feel like, once again, this is a waste of a ghost-type slot on Golurk. Pawniard, Bisharp, Buffalont. Dude, like, I thought that was an I think, like, the way that people look, it's like, oh, we have an evolution to Love Disc in this? We have an evolution to Tauros in this? No, it's like we just have straight knockoff Pokemon that no one likes. Heatmore, that's a WTF. Is that on my top 10 least favorite? I don't know. It's been like years since I made that video. If it isn't, that definitely needs to be. I like there's some kind of dichotomy going on right here, but these Pokemon don't really care about them too much. Didn't like the Hydreigon evolutionary line. Moth Fire God thing, I guess it's all right. Yeah, it works. You know, that's solid. I used it. I liked it enough to use it. Didn't like any of the legendaries. Didn't like any of the legendaries. Didn't like any of the legendaries. Zekrom looks like a Digimon. Landorus is just complete cancer, and nothing else is good. Sweet. So out of 155 Pokemon, it looks like we did break 10. All right, I said I'd struggle to find a top 10, but I think we might be wrong in that one. Excadrill. I think it's cool looking. Bit over-designed, but I'm not going to hate on it because of that. Audino, I like it. It feels like a real Pokemon. I mean, are we going to count Pidove? Again, Pidove is like, it's a good nothing Pokemon, but I mean, nah, fine. I'll count it. I'll be fair to you Gen 5 crybabies out there. 3 Pokemon so far. 4 on the Crocodile. 5 on the Archeops. You know, I always liked it. Like, a lot of people don't like it, and they think Defeatist is bad. I think Defeatist is an ability that makes this Pokemon good, because without Defeatist, it wouldn't be allowed to have these stats, which back in Generation 5 was pretty solid. I have a 110 speed, rock, and a 140 attack. If you broke 110 speed, your stats were not going above 120 on the offenses, so it was able to do something. Now, if it had less stats and a better ability, maybe it would be better. Like, if it had sheer force, and then you could life orb it on a 125 speed, then yeah, the stats kind of scale a lot differently. So those Pokemon with no stats or the Pokemon with that stats but no ability, kind of awkward. I'd like to see some kind of reworking. Maybe Defeatus makes it 20% more powerful, but then loses half when it drops below 50%. You know, Defeatus means you kind of call yourself out, but you should also have some backing and power behind it. So 5, 6, Zorua, Zoroark. Fine Pokemon. I love that they introduced, like, Generation 5 got me so hyped. Because I was like, Zoroark looks like the most awesome fan service Pokemon right after Lucario. I'm down with this. And then everything else disappointed me after that. Unlucky. So, and the thing is, people are like, well, you're such a hypocrite, Verlisify. Your favorite Pokemon is Zoroark, or you have Zoroark as your icon. I don't. Anyone that watched my top 10 knows that Zoroark isn't even in my top 10, even though it is probably the best when it comes to Generation 5. And having, like if I hated everything, if there were 200 Pokemon Generation 5 and they all sucked except for Zoroark, that's not being a hypocrite. That's me acknowledging the one and only good thing in the giant pile of trash and literal garbage Pokemon that is Generation 5. But it's also just not even that. Like, my persona has existed since before Generation 5, and I don't even remember how old it is at this point. Yeah, so that's the thing. And that, like, see, that's how it's like, oh man, Generation 5 fans, how you can tell they're really just bad for Pokemon, and they create a lot more problems by creating this rift and calling everyone a Gen 1er if they disagree with the game. And then, you know, you're not allowed to criticize Generation 5, or else you just get attacked, and then the community splits even more. It's where they'll make up some stupid Narn argument full of fallacy like that. But we're in 2019, and we got the Zoomers running around, so they don't understand how fallacies work, because it's facts yeah, and it's feelings over facts these days. Sad. Cinccino, Cincino, whatever. Cappuccino, I get it, but why is this a ch sound? Weird name, but it's solid. So, I mean, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it's not bad. I think we'll put that as not bad. Kind of like Pidove. You know, Pidove is barely getting a point, because it's not bad, but I'll acknowledge it. You know, one of those. So we're at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, the thing is, what saved you guys is that Zora is good, and I like everything leading up to Chandelure, and Chandelure's awesome. 13, and that's it. Less than 10% of the Generation 5 decks I tolerate. Or maybe, okay, less than 10% of the decks I tolerate, and then a bit more that I appreciate or something, you know. It's bad. It's pretty bad, guys. And there we go. That's my breakdown of Generation 5. And that's another weird thing. It's like, I always say, or no, most of the time, I've said, not countless, but at least a dozen times, I've said why I dislike all the things about Generation 5 in detail to a solid degree. And then people are like, why do you hate Generation 5? It's like, okay, so you heard I don't like Generation 5, and then you got mad at me, and you didn't even listen to my argument. So what's the point of me responding to you if you're going to be so intellectually dishonest? Again, as you can see, the political channel makes sense with how I deal with things. But yeah, like, that's a very bad percentage. Whereas, out of the, how many Pokemon were introduced in Generation 6? Like 76 or something? Or was that 64? I don't remember which one was higher or lower. I could probably just pull this up because we're this Pokemon show. We don't have to have any kind of, we're not rushing along this video. We just moving along. Okay, so it's 72, and 2 of those, I believe, were mythicals that were not available on launch, which are Hoopa and Volcanion, right? Something, or, you know, not all mythicals, but, you know, they had to be, like, slowly introduced and stuff. Same with, like, Generation 7. We got some shenanigans going on. They're counting Meltan Melmetal in Generation 7. We still don't know exactly where they stand in Generation 8, if they're in Generation 8 because of relevance or significance or something. A lot of extra Pokemon were added in. So, I mean, there wasn't really a lot going on. Generation 6 did have Mega Evolutions, so I mean, if we want to add on to that, a lot of the Mega Evolutions really worked for me. I like a lot of the Alolan Pokemon as well. So going back to the list, I mean, I don't immediately hate all these. I really like Chespin. I thought it was going to be cute and awesome, but didn't really go anywhere. I like the entire Fennekin evolutionary line. Like, Braixen is cool and a pretty hard fan service Pokemon now that we've seen Pokken Tournament and stuff. And Delphox, people hating on that Delphox, but I will take my Mage Fox Anthro. That's kind of dope. Greninja is also kind of like the opposite. I'm not really too much of a fan of Greninja, but Greninja is like I think Greninja won the #1 most liked Pokemon in Japan poll, stuff like that. The start of the dex doesn't really sell it too much. I didn't like Bunnelby, Diggersby. I like the Fletchling evolutionary line though. Fire Flying, dope. Didn't like the bug, so at least I'm consistent there. A lot of people, they were down with like Litleo Pyroar. Not me. I like Floette and Florges. I don't like Flabebe. Skiddo, Go-Go, Pancham, Pangoro, Furfrou, Esper. See, like, these are Pokemon that work. Swirlix, Slurpuff. Inkay Malamar was whatever for me. Binacle, Barbaracle. Ugly, Barnacle stuff right there. But Skrelp, Dragalge, Clauncher, Clawitzer, Helioptile, Heliolisk. I didn't like these guys too much. You know, I understand, like, a lot of people thought they were cool. I just wasn't sold by them. Tyrantrum were cool. Amora and Aurorus. I like the idea. And I just think, like, the competitive execution is tragic, you know, unfortunately. Then Sylveon's good. Hawlucha's good. Dedenne, I could go without. I ended up liking Carbink. Who can't like the Goodra evolutionary line? Klefki, Phantom, Trevenant, all these slam dunk. Pumpkaboo, love it. Gourgeist is like a mix for me, but I don't hate it. It's like the most neutral I feel about any Pokemon Generation 6. You know, I think that they could have maybe done a little better with it. I think like using like the hair hands and having like the body kind of come out of the pumpkin's kind of weird. But Pumpkaboo is, oh, it's so awesome. I like Avalugg, so Bergmite kind of fits in with that. Noibat, Noivern, solid. I like Yveltal as a legendary Pokemon. It's hard for me to like legendary and mythicals and stuff. Xerneas is whatever. Zygarde, then Deontay, Hoopa, Volcanion. Yeah, that's the quick rundown of Generation 6, where did I just list off like half or close to half that I really like? That's pretty good. And then the rest, like, yeah, that's a thing. I mean, that's not terrible. I think people will disagree in that one. Either way, that's kind of breakdown right there. So we just did that long rundown. So now it's time for Who's That Pokemon? So the first clue that we have is going to be, it has a fat shaming Pokedex. Now to some people this might be easy. To some people this might be hard. What I'm looking to do right here is have a challenge mode of Who's That Pokemon. This is the only clue that you guys are going to get. Because I've already seen people in the comments like, oh, I'm 3 for 3. Got 100% success rate on that Pokemon show. Who's That Pokemon? Well, let's see if this one trips you up. Because I've been doing fairly common Pokemon or fairly known Pokemon that you know, the trivia's popped up from time to time. It's probably familiar. I think the hardest one I did was Pokedex number 170. But I mean, some people are out there and they know a lot of the Pokedex. Or they just really like the Pokemon. I don't know. So I mean, with that, it's like, yeah, what is the fat shaming Pokemon? That's right, it's Drifloon. So the Pokedex entry is it dislikes heavy children, and this one is kind of like, I don't know how to feel about it, because I mean like for the Who's That Pokemon, because if you're a fan of this channel, that means you've got that Drifblim fever. I know it. We all love Drifblim here. That minimized combo, filthy. I started it, and I'm happy to keep it going. So that means you gotta appreciate Drifloon as well. Drifloon, it's a cute little guy. It's hanging in there. Balloon Ghost that tries to drag you away to hell. That's kind of dope. And when you get into the lore, it's like, oh, it dislikes heavy children because it's not a Drifblim yet. It doesn't get to take you off to the underworld exactly, so you still just get to hang around for a bit, and that's kind of it. So, I mean, I think that also shows something cool about the Pokemon show. Like, the real Pokemon fans, the people that care about Pokemon, they're the ones tuning in, and that's why it's going to be pretty hard to stump them. So I'd have to, like, dig somewhere into the Gen 5 Pokedex and really get the things that are trickier, but I'm trying to still make it fun and achievable when it comes to Who's That Pokemon, which means it's time to play some games, boy. And that game will be Tetris 99. Let's do it. Hello? Is it game start? Work! What? Okay. 1 second then, because apparently my stuff doesn't want to work right now. Oh my god, it was registering my game. You can use the GameCube controller to play Tetris 99? Oh, that changes a lot of things. Now, I don't know about the D-pad on this one. I like, oh man, I actually, wow, can you hear me struggling, guys? It's impossible for me to say I like the Joy-Con controller more than the GameCube controller for any kind of game, so I need to unplug my GameCube controller, and let's try that again. Oh wow, but yeah, like if it like I don't think I could play with a circle stick, or like the joypad or whatever people call it. You know what I'm talking about. I can't play with a stick, and I don't think the D-pad is reliable enough for Tetris. With the individual buttons and the better like separation on this, yeah, there we go. That's how we do it. Oh, press A when you're ready. Yeah, there we go. Also, my batteries have been messing up a little bit, but that's the thing. All right, now after a minute of screwing around, we can get into Tetris 99. Here's the thing, guys. I've been playing some mad Puyo Puyo Tetris with friends. We bought that game, and we have been going at it. And I think I've gotten actually pretty good at Tetris. Also, I need to change my setup right here really quick. Now I need to move over my dual screen. Oh, we're already in. Dude, Tetris 99 is still alive and well. I love it. Love it. All right, get ready. This might take me a second to warm up. Haven't warmed up at all, as you can see, because I was having controller issues. But overall, it's solid. Yeah, I've been playing that mad Puyo Puyo. I've been getting good. I don't know if my strats work for Puyo Puyo too much, though. That's kind of like the only problem I think I might have. So, because I've been making like those 2-wides. Oh, yeah, and also I need to remember how to do like KOs. So I'll do like randoms. No, keep it on attackers, I guess. So I got to like remember all that fun stuff. But I've actually gotten pretty solid at this game, I would say. As I immediately build myself like the worst trap ever. Oh god, this is I lied. I haven't been playing any Tetris, and I'm actually just garbage at this game apparently. This is just some warm-ups. I swear I'm better than this. That's actually not. Oh yeah, now. Oh, I've got a lot of people on me right now. This is a good morning, you know. All right, so now we can drop that in. Oh, I'm about to get murdered because I don't have any kind of setup. There we go. There we go. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Also, it's a lot different because after like playing Puyo, oh, I am tearing through a lot of this garbage. Why am I getting so much garbage? Ah. Okay. 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 Also, I think it rotates in the opposite direction compared to Puyo for the buttons I'm pressing. Maybe. I'm kind of behind, but if I can clear this out, I'll be fine. And get that. And now we do this, do that, do that. Making progress until I'm not. Oh, wait, that goes there. And, oh, I got ambitious and I pressed the wrong buttons. There we go. Done. Get a Tetris out there. That was actually really bad. So I just kind of put garbage in myself. Okay, so you can do that. Don't really have a place for these things to go. Okay, that'll clear away. I swear I'm good at this game. I swear I'm good at this game. Even though I'm only creating myself problems right now. Oh, I can do one of those. Uh-oh. Oh wait, that can go there. That can go there. Oh, that's the game. Okay. All right, that was a little bit of a warm up. I didn't get to do my my 2-wide because I've got the mad 2-wides going on, and that's where the strat comes in because I can just burn down any kind of garbage that comes my way, and I've also gotten a little better at T-spins. I just need to remember which directions it goes because I feel like this is rotating it the other way compared to Puyo Puyo. So like pressing A versus B. All right, let's try that again. Get through a couple of Tetris games, then we'll move on to the Q&A. I think everything else is still looking pretty solid. Nice. All right, let's go. Man, look at this. They're just giving me garbage into an O piece. 2 games in a row. Let's go down to attackers. The game does feel just a touch different. Yeah, that's how I want to handle this. There we go. That was kind of decent. And then we can just keep putting our green ones here. Move that over there. See, and the thing is, it happens so fast that it does make it tricky to do. But this could make me better at the game if I'm just building 2 wides this quick. I'm pretty sure, like, there's all the Tetris people that are like, nah, you do not want a 2 wide at all when it comes to this. And then I just kind of ruined it right there because I didn't get good pieces. And I'm probably going to die. I've been having so much fun playing Poyo. Forgot how harsh the world can be. Oh, wait, that's perfect. Boom. Tetris. Get out of here. Go away. All right, now we can actually start doing some stuff right here. I need to figure out creative ways to clear. Oh, like this. And then Tetris. Unfortunately, I have 1 attacker, so I'm not able to do some big hate damage onto people. I'm not like, you know, crazy T-spinning. Wait a second, if I put this here, I put that there, there we go. Now we got another well for us to set up. Oh, that was the wrong direction. Wait, that's fine. This is just fine. Look at this. We got all kinds of fun that we can build up right here. And we got a blue piece. And Tetris. I don't want to burn that, but I have to. Dang. This is not the most fun setup because, like, that's messing me up. Oh yeah, I could use that, and then that opens up some opportunities. See, I'm getting a bit more creative with how I can tear things down. That was nice, guys. Yeah, give me some props for that one. And now we got a potential 2 wide setup coming in again. And like putting that there, that sets us up for an O piece until I drop the O. Wow, I should have paid attention to 2 O pieces that were coming. But then we have this piece, so we can make it work. And if I do this right, it's going to be filthy. Come on. Just give me like seconds. There we go. There we go. Building it down, Tetris. I know I like mad screwed that up, but this is where people start to fall out because they're already struggling and we can, wow, look at all these O pieces I'm just stuck with. That was bad. Oh, line piece. Awesome. Now we just need another one and it's kind of coming up. Put you there, you there, you there. Burning it! No! Woo! Okay, I had to put that just down in the most trash place ever to get rid of the garbage. Boom, that's 3. Another line piece, that's a Tetris. Can you please back off? Like, that's all I want in life. Bad. Nope. I don't get it. Oh, that can fit in. That does a little something for me. I don't know if I blew a T-spin opportunity at some point in this game. So I think we really needed that to kind of get back on our feet. But if we do that, oh no. Oh, I just messed up. Oh, well, game. I'm just gonna end it there because I forgot about that little hole I set up a while ago on the Z piece. That got us 30. All right, let's do another one. Let's do another one. As you can see, I think I'm getting a bit more competent at this game. I'm finding creative ways out. I haven't misdropped, and yeah, it's just about the pacing of having all these people jump on you. I think there's a decent amount of luck involved, kind of like with any battle royale. If you're out there playing PUBG and then like you just kind of get jumped on, or you get caught in between a firefight, and then they both focus you down. Really can't fight your way out of that every single time. But yeah, in Puyo Puyo, I've been like executing my friends by building a really high 2-wide stack, leading it with a T-spin, and then just dumping hatred their way. There's also a couple of other strats I've been trying to incorporate regularly, kind of like proper build stuff. Like if I do one of these, that is going to set me up for success. in interesting ways. I'm gonna put that there. So what I want to do is this. So what you can do is take pieces, and they will keep fitting into place like that. Oh, that was a misdrop. Can I hit? Oh, that was something beautiful. Wait a second. I don't want that. That would ruin. There, that's what I want. Cool. So now we have a really nasty 2-wide building up. Like, this is how I dominate games with friends. There we go. Oh, you're about to see some Verlisify magic here in a second. Let's do it. So I, boom, go into a Tetris, go into that, and then the 2-wide hate begins. And wait, boom. That actually wasn't a massive combo, but it does open the door for a lot of cool stuff we can do in the future. And see, this is what I mean. Boom, you do that, put the piece there, and now that is ready to receive an O piece. Unless you run out of momentum. Boom. That's not the piece I wanted. All right, that gets an O piece. Then that gets that. And now we're in trouble. Oh. See, I think that's the problem. Like, I'm used to playing some riskier strats that don't necessarily pay off in Tetris 99. So, I mean, you have to, like, learn the dark arts. Can this work? If I do one of those, and now I'm dead. Sweet. But I mean, now you guys got to see. Did I get it? I didn't even get a KO off of that. So whoever I threw all that stuff at didn't really care too much. So yeah, it is a little risky, and it is hard to kind of burn it down efficiently. So I think what I need to do is I need to figure that out. So this will be the last game. I think this one's kind of gone on for, like, Tetris 99 will just destroy your time. So we'll do that. We'll do one more. Just to kind of show you guys. See, I know I'm getting a little bit of tech in. And it's really just about, like, non-stop T-spinning. So you're always, like, keeping a low build and combo T-spinning. I'm going to try that slightly this game. Let's do... Hey. Let's do that. Let's see if we can get some T-spins in as I build something that really can't T-spin. See, like, that would have been where to put it, but I don't really have the pieces. All right. Ooh, okay. Something's forming over here. What happens if we do that? There we go. Oh. There we go. There's our hang. Yeah. And then I forget which way it rotates. Oh, no. No. There it is. T-spin. See, these take too long for me to set up currently, but I know how to T-spin regularly now. I can envision it, and I can make it happen. You know, you have to dream to believe. And now we're going to build a bit of a Tetris by doing this. And now we have a Tetris when we need it. But we're not going to need it just yet. I'm going to wait for people to hate on me. And then it will be time to Tetris. Or now, because I don't like any of the block setups I have, and I can go into a nice little mini combo like that. And, oh, that's not the right piece. Wait, that is the right piece. There we go. Wasn't able to extend it too much, but I was able to get the combo going. And now we're in Tetris territory. I think that's another thing about this game. Like, I think I was a bit more successful when I was playing the first couple days, and I was just only going for Tetris, because that's kind of what you can get away with. Boom. Tetris. Yeah. Oh my! Okay. I didn't get the Tetris. Why is there still more? No! And also the person that's going to get first place targets you anyways. And then you were helpless the entire time. I was going for Tetris combos, because, like, I think if you do back-to-back Tetris, even though, like, they're kind of like, you know, not instantly back-to-back, but you do a Tetris, you build, you Tetris, you build, you Tetris. That starts, like, building up a Tetris combo that does some nasty things to your opponent. Had it coming, it was just, like, a touch too late. I didn't know what to do with that red piece, and I probably should have, like, planned it out, because I saw the line piece coming up, I'm like, I'm safe, and then I wasn't. And then I got, like, T-spin comboed, and then I lost. Yeah! Alright, so that is going to be the end of that chapter. Then we're going to finish off with a quick Q&A. What is your opinion on the flaws of Gen 5, and how do you fix it? Because looking back, Gen 5, definition of missed potential. I honestly don't even see how there were missed potential. Everything didn't work. What Gen 5 needed to do was respect older Pokemon fans. This has been proven. You go to the interview, the methodical destruction of Pokemon in black and white. Game Freak was like, you know what? We don't want older players to have an advantage. We want everything to be new. It was a reboot. It was effective, like, yeah, everyone was calling, everyone was thinking that this Switch game, Pokemon Yellow version reboot, was going to be what Pokemon was going for. No, like, Generation 5 was the reboot of Pokemon when Pokemon did not reboot it. Game Freak disrespected the older players, lost a lot of them right there, which is why you see so many people defending Generation 5 when actually more people like older Pokemon, the better Pokemon. So because of that, it's like, yeah, a lot of people just fell out of Pokemon, and now they don't care to be a part of Pokemon anymore, which is sad because Game Freak disrespected them, and then they continued to disrespect them through Generation 6, 7, and Let's Go, according to them. When was the last time you saw a Pidgey? Not since that fateful day. Not since that fateful day. By the way, Verlis, I love videos about Pokemon news. Keep it up. Thank you for your supportive comment. Look forward to seeing them every time you upload. For some reason, I don't always get the notification. I have to look at my inbox to find them myself. WTF. YouTube's broken. We all know that. Hit the unsub button, resub, notify, re-notify, enable notifications. I don't even know where that... Like, the thing is, why not make all notifications available by default, YouTube? Because, like, it only notifies you sometimes, even though you hit the bell. Hitting the bell is not enough, because YouTube decided to make hitting the bell not enough. So stupid. See, I want to do that. Would have loved a notification for this, so apparently the Pokemon show is already subscriber burn. Great. If you could swap out the ability Levitate on any Pokemon, which one would you change, and what would you change it for? Well, I'd take it off of Fan Rotom, and I don't know what I would replace it with. I saw the first part of that question. I'm like, all right, this is going in the Q&A. I'm just going to say Fan Rotom does not need another way to avoid ground-type moves. But then it also has deeper implication, because that means you'd have to have that ability potentially apply to all Rotom forms or something like that. And then I don't really know what would work for Rotom. Aerialate? Like, that'd actually be cool if Rotom had, like, the 8 abilities, Pixelate, Aerialate, things like that for all the new forms that it gets. But the thing is, it doesn't need that. It already gets the signature move, like Hydro Pump or something, and it doesn't get anything like... there's not a special... It doesn't get Hyper Voice. There's not a special move that would benefit from having that. So it doesn't make sense. It wouldn't really work out at all. And then I'd want to think of something busted, like Wonder Guard. Just let me have my Wonder Guard Permaflinch Fan Rotom, guys. Confuse Ray, Thunder Wave, Flinch. And last question, what part of the Galar region are you most excited to visit and explore? For me, I'm excited about the trains. We'll see how they affect travel. Actually, this is going to be its own discussion. I said it on the first episode of the Pokemon show with the Q&A. If you ask a question, it might just turn into the discussion for the episode. I think that's a pretty good one. So tell me what you guys think about that. Don't forget to leave a like, share, support, all that fun stuff. And thank you very much for watching. There we go.